And that story leads us to our big question tonight, and we ask, do you think Uhuru's government will deliver the promises made today in 100 days? Send us a yes or no responses with brief comments to the number 8040, and Betty and I will sample your views during this live newscast and give you the poll results at the end of this bulletin. Well, now, a sword and the Constitution, those were the two instruments of power handed over to Kenya's fourth president by his predecessor Mwai Kibaki. But it was more than just two items that changed hands at the ceremony that spilled over to State House late afternoon. KTN's Rita Tinina now has the lowdown of how Uhuru changed from president-elect to president of the Republic of Kenya.
It was the second time that the country was witnessing the handover of power from one president to another, a historic ceremony that took just over 40 minutes. 52-year-old Uhuru Kenyatta booked himself a slot in the country's political history as he took the oath of office just 2 minutes to 1 p.m.
I, Uhuru Kenyatta, in full realization of the high calling.
The oath was administered by the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, Gladys Sholei, with Chief Justice Dr. William Ruto acting as a witness. Uhuru first took the oath of allegiance.
Do swear that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Kenya.
And bear true allegiance to the Republic of Kenya.
Then, the oath of due execution of the functions of office, using the same Bible that was used by his late father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, when he was sworn in as Prime Minister in 1963.
So help me God.
And with that, his title went from president-elect to president. Kenya's fourth president then signed the oath of allegiance and due execution before Chief Justice Dr. William Ruto presented a set of the oaths to him.
Asante sana. Anakabidhiwa viapo ambavyo ameapa na kuweka sahihi.
With the new president now sworn in, it was time for the deputy president-elect to take his oath.
I, William Samoei Ruto.
William Ruto took the oath of allegiance and the oath of due execution of office, both oaths spelled out in the Constitution.
Naibu Rais anaweka cheti.
He too put pen to paper before he was presented with a set of the two oaths. With his deputy now legally in office, Uhuru Kenyatta signed the certificate of inauguration.
Cheti cha kutawazwa rasmi kama Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
With the curtains having come down on his presidency, Mwai Kibaki handed over the instruments of power to Uhuru Kenyatta. At this point, Kibaki's aide-de-camp left his side, moving over to the new commander-in-chief. The commander-in-chief's ceremonial sword and the Constitution.
Makofi mazuri.
Uhuru also swapped seats at the main podium with Mwai Kibaki. The national anthem was then played as Mwai Kibaki's presidential standard was lowered and that of Uhuru hoisted. The presidential portrait was also changed, not just at Kasarani, but in government offices countrywide. The 21-gun salute capped the inauguration ceremony before Mwai Kibaki was given back his presidential standard, marking the end of his 10-year rule. He later left the stadium and for the first time in 10 years, plainclothes guards were behind him.
Makofi mazuri mabibi na mabwana.
And it was the turn of the new commander-in-chief of the Defense Forces to get a feel of the ceremonial Land Rover. Uhuru took a lap of honor around the Kasarani Stadium, acknowledging cheers from the crowd.
At 52 years, Uhuru Kenyatta becomes the youngest president the country has ever had. As the first president to be elected under the new constitution, his inauguration marks the end of an era for Mwai Kibaki, who has been in public service for just over half a century. Drita Tinina, KTN.